Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is AMIRA HUSNA binti BAKRI. My metric number is 1231935. In this video, I will explain the topic Emergence of Christian Mission in Malaysia. This topic is important because it is closely related to the history of Western colonization, the spread of Christianity, and the relationship between Christian and the Malay Muslim community in Malaya. Christianity is a minority religion in Malaysia. According to the 2000 census, around 9.1% of Malaysians are Christians, with the most Christians living in East Malaysia, especially Sabah and Sarawak. The major Christian denominations in Malaysia include Roman Catholic, Anglican, Methodist, Baptist, Presbyterian, Lutheran. The development of Christianity in Malaysia is strongly connected to the arrival of Western colonial powers. The emergence of Christianity in Malaya began when the Portuguese conquered Malacca in 1511. After that, the Dutch arrived in 1641, and then the British established their presence in 1786. According to scholars, these colonial powers did not only come for trade and political control, but they also brought Christian missionaries with them. At that time, Malacca was an important spice trading center and was mainly inhabited in Malay Muslims. Therefore, besides controlling trade, the Portuguese also attempted to spread Christianity among the local population. Some scholars associate the arrival of Western colonial powers with the spirit of the Crusades. For example, Adik Maju proposed the Crusader theory, which explains that the enthusiasm of Christians in spreading their religion to the Malay world was influenced by the Crusades. There is also the famous phrase, gospel, gold, and glory. This phrase represents gospel as spreading Christianity, gold as wealth and trade, and glory as political power and prestige. This shows that the religion, economy, and politics worked together during the colonial era. During Portuguese rule, Roman Catholicism began to expand in Malaya. In 1545, the famous missionary Saint Francis Xavier arrived with his followers to spread Catholicism in the region. One of their important contributions was the establishment of St. Paul's Church. This church became one of the earliest symbols of Christianity in Malacca. Catholics believe in the divinity of Jesus, the Trinity, crucifixion of resurrection, baptism, the mission of spreading the teachings of Jesus to all nations. They also follow the command in the Bible to spread Christianity throughout the world. When the Dutch took control of Malacca in 1641, they introduced Protestant Christianity. Protestantism emerged from the Reformation movement, which protested against certain teachings and authority of the Roman Catholic Church. Some important Protestant beliefs include rejection of papal authority, the Bible as the main source of religious truth, and justification through faith. The Dutch also transformed several Catholic churches into Protestant churches. At the same time, Catholic activities faced restrictions under Dutch rule. Christian missionaries also carried out many efforts to spread Christianity among the Malay Muslims. Their approaches include translating the Bible into Malay, learning the Malay language, opening missionary schools, and building good relationships with the Malay community. Missionaries such as William Milner, Benjamin Kisbury, William Shelabe were actively involved in the Bible translation and Malay language studies. They also received help from Abdullah Munshi, a famous Malay scholar and writer. Despite many efforts, Christian evangelism among Malay Muslims was largely unsuccessful. There are several important reasons for this. First, strong Islamic identity among the Malays. Islam had become an important part of Malay identity since the Malacca Sultanate. Second, negative behavior of Portuguese troops. There were moral issues such as drunkenness, violence, exploitation of local women. Because of this, many Malay developed negative perceptions toward the colonizers and the religion they brought. Third, British colonial policies. The British focused more on political stability and generally avoid aggressive missionary efforts among Malays. Fourth, divide and rule policy. The British separated Malays, Chinese, and Indians socially and economically, which limited religious interaction between communities. In conclusion, the emergence of Christian missionary movement in Malaysia was closely connected to Portuguese, Dutch, and British colonization. Christian missionaries used several approaches such as translating the Bible into Malay, opening missionary school, mastering the Malay language, and building social relationship with the local people. However, their evangelistic efforts toward Malay Muslims were not widely successful because Islam remained deeply rooted in Malay society and identity. This topic is important because it helps us understanding the historical relationship between religion, colonialism, and society in Malaysia. That's all from me. Thank you.